Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 3. Well, as you can see, we are currently in orbit of Lessus. It is apparently an unpopular garden world with the characteristics of, with characteristics just outside of the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, its diseases a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. Further, the information is difficult to come by, and the Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about it. Normally, a garden world settled so long ago would be highly populated, but little light pollution can be seen on Lessus's night side. Alright, so this is where we are, and we're going to go ahead and have a look and see. We did get I think it was a distress call coming from here, so we're going to go ahead and land and see exactly what's going on and what assistance we can provide. So let's not waste any time and jump on in. Alright, so our crew, let's bring Liara. That would obviously make a bit of sense. Asari, bringing our Asari friend on an Asari mission is probably good for information. And then, well, you know what? Let's maybe bring Javik. Yeah, this could be alright. Either that or... yeah, you know what? Javik will be fine. Let's just go ahead and select. There are no bad squads in this game, so let's go ahead and accept. Weapon-wise, I don't think we need to change too much. We do have that giant shotgun at the moment that does have some very nice explosiveness, but I think we might change that. We've also got a new heavy pistol, the Carnifex. Yep, not a bad pistol. We know that from previous games, but I don't know. We'll go ahead and I think we'll change the shotgun. Oh, actually, no. Maybe we bring the spike thrower. That's very helpful. Yeah, very solid. We do need to be accurate. Maybe a... You know what? Biotics, Asaris, maybe we go ahead and we... I don't know. If things are not good, maybe we go for a sniper rifle instead. Let's see. Black Widow... harpoon gun. Let's see, what have we got there? We've got the weight reduction there already. Yeah. I'm tempted by it still nonetheless. And I think we might actually go ahead and take it. And you know what? 50%. Let's see, if we just quickly change this for a second. That'll do. What does that change? Not a whole heap in regard to weight. Maybe we switch from the Revenant, go to something a little bit lighter. I think that's not a ridiculous notion. Let's go. We do like the face. The Avenger would be light enough. But you know what? Let's see. Pretty close on damage, same capacity, rate of fire slightly slower, the weight is much better. We've got some weight reduction, some stabilization. Either that or we just go back to the basic Avenger. Let's see, less capacity, less rate of fire, damage is pretty close. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's go back to the Avenger for now, and we'll keep the Black Widow. We'll now go ahead and make sure that we have what we want. Concentration mod could be good. Damage by 10% isn't bad. Perception of 30% for a brief time. Could go for capacity. Sniper piercing. Accuracy. I'm thinking we try and maximize our damage. So, what have we got here? We have the... yes, 25% for damage. Alright, well then... Oh, you know what? This still works with the damage and it helps us with our aim. You know what? That seems good enough. We'll go ahead with the concentration mod. That'll be sufficient. We've got the Avenger. We'll go ahead and maintain the stabilizer. And then, do we have anything else we want? The extra damage isn't going to make a huge difference. Capacity should be fine. That scope is remarkably weighty, but I think we'll go ahead and... yeah, I guess we'll keep the piercing. Actually, no, we don't really go... I don't think the Asari normally have much in the way of things. I don't think... Are we going to have to fight Asari? Probably not. it's probably Reapers if anything, and we know that they normally have a bit of armor. Yeah, look, you know what? We'll just stay with what we've got. That should be fine. Again, this is in Reaper-controlled territory. Let's see. Anything else we want to bring along just for a little bit of fun? Not really. Although, hang on a second. How much could we reduce the weight of this thing? We'll go with the weight, and we'll go with the power upgrades. Still not enough. The Scorpion. Let's go, you know, let's drop the high caliber barrel. We'll see if we can go for weight reduction. Oh, we can't do so. Okay, hang on a second. I guess we'll drop the capacity. What else was there? Oh, yes, that's what we want. Lightweight. No. Predator, that's going to be fine. Yeah, look, I think between the SMG, which was alright. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's nice and light. It is an extra weapon just in case. Yeah, I think this should be enough for now. Alright, let's go ahead and that should be fine. As for Javik, let's see. He's got the extra barrel length for bonus damage, some piercing as well. Again, it's a particle rifle, so it's not like accuracy is much of an issue. And then, let's see, do we keep the Scorpion for some nice explosiveness? I think... Oh, actually, maybe we go ahead and we... No. Let's see, the capacity and rate of... The capacity aren't really much of an issue for our NPC friends. Maybe we drop that off for now. And we'll go... Yeah, we'll pick up the extra power damage. That's not bad. Yeah, there we go. And then, let's see, instead of piercing, let's go for overall damage. I think that could be the better play here. I don't think headshots are particularly common. Let's see, so the ammunition, yeah, no. I think we'll go for the extended barrel. That should be sufficient. Alright, so that'll be good. That'll... Actually, you know what? The damage is a lot less. No, damage is only a little bit less, except with this. We know that it's only a shot or two, and then, yeah, they explode. You know what? Maybe we go ahead and we upgrade the Talon instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll give that to him. We'll do something similar. We'll go ahead and give him the power bonus and then the damage as well. Yeah, that should be fine. Capacity and rate of fire are inconsequential, but that's a solid amount of damage. Let's go ahead and give that to Javik. Liara, she can keep the Scorpion for now, just in case, and then the Tempest should also be fairly good. Yeah, although, oh, let's see, rate of fire damage. Oh, actually, you know what? That seems a little bit better. Let's go ahead and we'll upgrade that. Let's do the power bonuses as well as... That damage isn't a huge benefit. Maybe we go for the stabilizer, just so more shots are on target, or high velocity barrel. Hang on a second. So that's for armor penetration. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with the stability. I think that's a good combo there. Alright, let's go ahead and confirm there. Let's see, points-wise, we could almost get our final upgrade for our frag grenade, but we will leave that be for now. Let's see, Liara, she can go for singularity or warp. Let's see, what happens here? Increases damage by 20%. Well, it's either that'll use most of our points, or we could go for stasis. I think we'll go for the recharge speed. Actually, no, 0.2 of a second isn't a huge amount of time. Yeah, I think we can ignore 0.2 of a second. Let's go for the damage instead. Yeah, that'll be far better in the scheme of things, I think. Alright, that'll be fine. And then Javik. Yeah, we're saving up for that grenade with him as well. We could go for the swam or the pool, but I think for now we'll save the grenade. Alright, let's see what's going on this Asari planet.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
What were the commandos' orders?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Okay. Let's start by doing our standard ammunition selection. I think for now we're going to just stick with the Inferno. As for our friends, yep, let's go ahead and do the warp ammo for Liara. And then do the same for her SMG as well. That should be fine. Javik, let's leave you on the particle beam rifle for now. Alright, so let's do a little bit of investigating. Looks like a beautiful planet. Yeah, beautiful place. Maybe not the most hospitable of places, but again, cannot deny the landscapes. Oh, and what do we see here?
The shuttle is warm, recently used.
Okay, so we have company. Oh, and we almost walked by without picking up an upgrade. All right, good to know. Let's let's pull out the Avenger. The Avenger, just to be safe. I don't know what's on the other side.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Alright, well the good news is we can make the jump. Alright. And music is starting to turn creepy. And people are screaming.
That sound. There's more than one out there.
That is not a thing that we want to hear or see. Well. Reapers, okay.
I hear something.
Stay sharp.
Alright, so let's have a quick look. Find Asari commandos. Let's check this first room. So what have we got? Sniper rifle, spare ammo. Money. Alright, oh, computer to examine. Alright, 2-hour staff and students. Okay, I didn't realize I had students, but alright. Attached is our new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galay or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jethra. Alright, so let's see. Early morning, 5:30 wake up. Breakfast at 5:45 till 5:15. Meditations from breakfast through till 8 a.m. 2 hours of study, 2 hours of chores, 45 minutes for lunch. Classes for the remainder of the day till 5 p.m. Personal study, I guess. Study time. Supper or dinner at 6. More meditation. And then 2 hours of free time. And then curfew. Wow. Okay. That's a strict schedule and a decent length day. Oh, what have we got here?
It would seem the Asari commandos fell silent because the Reapers were here to greet them.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
The Commandos decided to purge this place.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Okay, well, luckily for us, we do not have to leave. Yeah, we'll head into the Great Hall, but first we're going to do a thorough sweep of the area. Yeah, everybody left fairly quickly. You can see cups spilled.
You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
Okay, so it sounds like they were smuggling in contraband of some kind. So if it's contraband, I'm guessing there's some pretty strict rules to what's allowed to be here.
I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Alright, the melee stunner, we'll pick that up. Oh, here we are, the Galay's electronic signature. I do not know what that holds, but I'm guessing we might need to write off something, or maybe get into some security thing. I don't know. That could be useful. Oh, hang on a second. Console. Maybe this is where it goes. Nope, definitely not. Alright. A reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Alright, fairly strict, but it sounds like there's got to be reasons for it. Yeah, and I guess some Yashi, I guess, because they kill when they mate, so, or at least attempt to. So I guess there's no reason why they couldn't actually attack each other. So I guess an open door policy is probably for the safest. Alright, what do we see? Nothing through there. Let's climb over. Oh, ammunition. That's a great sign. We're gonna need it. Alright, so there's a door over here, no door over there. That means we know which direction we're going, but that's a little terminal with nothing on it. Okay. Again, as I said before though, beautiful landscape. Lovely place. If it wasn't for the creepy squeals and the reapers and whatever else. Alright, behind the door, what do we see?
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep. I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special? You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them.
They are my responsibility, and it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Okay. Lovely to hear. Alright, at least Samara's here. Always good to have a Justicar on our side.
I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Okay, so I actually think I know which person that was. I believe at the embassies there was a person talking to the clerk, and they knew who they were because Asaris keep careful notes. Alright.
An isolated fortress. The Ardat Yakshi must have believed they were safe from the war.
If they knew about it at all.
They learned.
Alright, interesting. No signs of anyone we can shoot at from above. That means we're not walking into an ambush. Or at least I don't think so. Would have been nice to get the jump on someone else though. Alright, can we make our way up the other side? Oh no, oh wait a second, ammunition? Okay, alright.
A new enemy.
Oh. Okay, well, that is apparently where the sound is coming from. Let's go ahead and start dealing with this as best as we can. Let's go ahead and throw Dark Channel on that. Let's then go... Warp is probably effective. Yeah, and they do have armor. Alright. Oh, okay. One's down. Apparently there's more. Oh, okay. Now it's Reapers. I guess Banshees are Reapers? Oh, what do we got back there? Oh, they're crawling out the vents, of course.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
Alright, so that's gonna be a joy to deal with. Let's quickly double check. Alright, so I'm guessing that could have been a much bigger fight on a harder difficulty, but not terrible. That said though, I do not like the way that they can teleport around. That is uncalled for. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's see what's behind this next door.
You came!
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have been...
They have Rila!
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride. Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Falere!
The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Well, if only we had fancy biotic powers, we could jump down there too, but I think that could be mildly disastrous in our very regular human form. Alright, so what have we got here? Damaged elevator door?
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and we'll head towards the next exit. We'll double check those terminals. Yeah, here we go.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Thessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
Okay. Let's keep on moving. Oh, yeah, alright. Where is? Oh, you're getting back up again. Not if I can help it. Alright, let's quickly check these side rooms as we go forwards. We don't want to have any surprises jumping up behind us. The Disciple. Let's see. Do we go ahead and we just check it out? You know what? Let's just equip it. We'll see how that goes. Does that change our ammunition issues? Pick that up. Alright, so this is a shotgun. Yeah, alright. Everything else still seems to maintain its ammunition. Alright, well that's at least something. I guess we'll go ahead and... yeah, you know, that could actually be rather good. Alright. I was thinking that maybe we should have left the sniper rifle at home. But alright, we'll see how this plays out. Alright, what do we see? Oh, that's a wall safe. Obviously, we've got to head down the stairs, but for now, let's pick up some money if it's available. Or who knows, maybe some special intel. Alright, Jethro. I looked over this year's candidates for supervised visits to Thessia. I'm approving everyone but Yanis. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside our walls. I find it suspicious that she was even nominated. Let's look into that and pray it's not Yanis manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Thessia's government to let our best students visit their own homeworld. Unless Yanis matures, she won't be among them. Alright, and then this one here from Jethro. I had the new girl put in a holding chamber. The Justicar who brought her to us, Justicar Fora, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Fora wasn't there for that. The Justicar's code would have demanded an execution. I question some other Justicars on the level of coercion Fora is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captors arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it certainly will be the last. Alright, well you know what, we have a weapons bench. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see what this does. Let's see, any information handcrafted for the exclusive use of Justicars. It's a shotgun schematic released by 2 Asari commandos after centuries. Staggering amounts of damage, even shield enemies are stunned. Well, that's nice. Let's go ahead and mod this thing. Let's throw on the... Let's see, high caliber barrel is probably what we will do. Yeah, we'll pick that up. And then... Let's see, the choke for accuracy. I guess 40% isn't bad. More shots on targets is probably the best way to do this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that. That'll be fine. Everybody else should be good. Let's now just go ahead and make sure that we re-equip ammo. Because this game is, well, I would have thought that the Legendary Edition would have had these things sorted out by now. But I guess that's our problem to deal with. Alright, let's keep out the Disciple for now. Let's also switch over to the other one. Let's make sure that that warp ammo is included. Alright, and let's get a move on again. Alright, back down. Alright, where do they come from? Out the door? Oh. Alright, well. That is uncalled for. I do not like how quickly she covered that ground. Let's quickly throw in... Alright. Shotgun's clearly useful. Oh, let's get away from the grenade. Alright, can take those out pretty well. Alright, let's clear the other side. That'll do. Oh, more of these things. No. Just a couple of clay targets, it seems. I'm glad we went for the choke. Definitely a better way to handle these things. Oh. Is that all? Yes, it is. Alright, we've got to get through. Let's just do a quick once over. Double check that there was nothing that we missed. See if we can find some ammunition. That would be ideal. Not that I'm super concerned about things, but it's always better to have it and not need it than vice versa. Yeah, alright. That seems pretty good. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll switch back for the next part. Oh. An Asari. Okay, hang on. Is she wounded? She looks dead. She's not appearing as friendly. Let's just quickly check what we can find before the situation here can get worse. I'm guessing that's maybe an explosive.
Another dead commando. The Asari should have rid themselves of the Adat Yakshi.
By rid themselves, you mean kill.
My people would never let such monsters walk among them.
They didn't care for the competition.
Blech.
Alright, elevator controls. I guess that's gonna have to be as good as it gets, right? We searched out everything? Yeah, alright. You know what? Actually, you know what? If we're gonna deal with an Ardagiachi, or the Banshees I should say, let's play out the Black Widow and see if that'll help us or deal with them. Alright, let's see. Left or right door? I'm hoping it's this one. There could be trouble. There's a bomb, there's some ammo. Metagel.
We've found our bomb.
And Falere.
Rila, wake up! Falere, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me? did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Alright, let's quickly, Alright, you know what? Not a bad choice there. Alright, let's see about dealing with this. Oh, not quite the dodge I was hoping for. Looks like our friends are pretty good at handling the rest. The husk we can ignore. Where is the threat? Where's the banshee?
We're clear.
For now. Let's get back to that bomb.
Alright, we've got to go ahead and deal with that. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. Oh, hang on a second. Another Metagel station. That's probably worth pursuing before things get worse. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and see. Let's talk to Samara, maybe?
Falaire, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila!
I love you.
Rila! We're not your slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falaire, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falaire.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were also. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Valere? I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it. Without a proper monastery, I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise. Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Valere rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valere, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Well, I guess we saved Samara. That was, yeah, she was gonna make some very drastic actions there. Surely people could have spoken up sooner without our intervention, but you know what? It's all good. Alright, so let's check out the war terminal. We do have some friends, so the Alliance, yep, that's all from what we'd found earlier. The Asari, we now have some commandos. That would be very, very nice. We now have Samara to our cause. A couple cruisers, research ships, as well as engineers. Yep, that's all very nice. 510, not bad. And now for the Crucible, what else did we collect? Ah, yes, the Element Zero converter. We found that in the last episode. Same with the emergency fuel pods. All good things to have. Okay, well then, let's see. Is there much else for us to do over here? I don't think so. We might try and quickly... Wait, did we get all the scans on the way out? I can't remember.
To someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Alright, but we'll be able to deal with things, I'm sure.
Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If the engineer needs to talk with us first, probably best we go ahead and chat with Adams before we start flying around past Reapers. If there's something wrong with the Normandy, we need to know as soon as possible.
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
That went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our ESO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Okay, some solid bonuses there.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up.
Yep,
Thanks
nothing
again.
worth checking in on there. Alright, cool. Well, that's very good to see that we got that sorted out. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll head back up to the CIC.
Garrus mentioned something about you two having some fun next time you're on the Citadel. Don't get into trouble.
Alrightio. Let's just double check our terminal. I'm sure that there is some emails, so let's go ahead and read. The Asari squad is ready. As of an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with this second fleet until it's time to deploy. If you'll allow me a personal note, I knew a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in weeks. Alright then, headed to the front lines, Samara. I've finished my business on Lessus. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Alright, the Citadel meetup from Jacob Taylor. Hey Shepard, the Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are on it around the clock. Pretty soon I'll have to make a run to the Citadel to pick up some equipment at the hospital. If you've got time, want to meet me there. Things were crazy on Galax. It'd be good to see you in a quieter place, you know? And then a Crucible update from Bryn Cole. Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did for our group Thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Galax. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck, in this instance, I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Okay. Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the map once more. Let's leave orbit. Now so far, nothing else of note. I'm pretty sure we already scanned through here, but we'll just be safe. Alright, so I think it's back towards Pelion. That is... Actually, hang on a second. Kalina. Have we already got there sorted? I can't see it on the screen. Okay. Kalini. That's what it is. 100% completed. Just down to Pelion. That's the last one remaining. Let's go ahead and fly our way across. We will have enough fuel, but barely. And now we do know that Reapers are around, so we're just going to do that quick switch back to the controller and see what we can find. Alright, so...
I found something.
Oh, a few things all in one. That is good. 750 units of fuel takes us almost back up to maximum. We can search the planet. And what do we find? We have... intact Reaper weapon. Okay, well that's cool. That could be very helpful. That's half of the assets done, so that means there's 2 more. Let's search down over here. I'm tempted to think this is our last scan. You know what? Normally things are closest to where these guys spawn in. We'll hit the button once more. Alright, and we will fly around and see what we can find. A little bit more fuel, 650 units. That would have been ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do a quick FTL jump. Jump on in and confuse the life out of them. Oh, there it is. Okay, we found the last one. Can we get there before the Reaper does? I think we can. Alright, excellent. And more fuel again. Oh, okay, well that is quite irritating.
Evasion successful.
Let's see if we can quickly zip to the mass relay. Oh, and perfect timing. Alright, so that's done. This is done. I think that's a lot of what we need. Let's see. I guess we could head back to the Citadel. Guess we could do that. We've already searched out everything else. We do have the Quarians to deal with, but we also have a few missions we could drop off back at the Citadel, and I think that is probably what we'll end up doing. Yeah, we do need to speak with the Quarians, and I'm sure we will. But you know what? Maybe we do go ahead and head back to the Citadel. We'll drop off a few of our things, and yeah. Maybe we pick up a DLC? I suppose it's not a silly idea. Yeah. We've already refueled, so it's not like it's going to be too much of an issue. Let's just go ahead and land. Let's dock, and we will head... We'll head to the Alliance docks. We'll hand off things, and then I believe Arias said we needed to travel...
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Oh, actually, you know what? This is handy. Let's go straight to the embassies.
I need to get to the embassies.
Navigation is becoming increasingly difficult due to the number of refugee ships in the docking area.
Okay, and apparently, the Citadel is very busy. Alright, well, either way, we know that we have one person here that we need to chat to. I believe she was just off to the right, but we'll double check here first.
Hell of a view, isn't it?
During our war, this place became a myth to my people. A dream glimpsed only in the memory shards. The Citadel was both the heart of our civilization and its demise.
The Reapers hit here first, didn't they?
No one I knew had ever seen the Citadel. To be here now, I don't know what to think.
It might not seem like much, but a Prothean is standing on the Citadel alive. That's a victory in itself.
Perhaps. When things were at their darkest, we used to tell stories, imagining the wonders of this place. The seat of our empire. The power to sway worlds. The galaxy belonged to us.
Nowadays, a lot of races have embassies here.
It's true then. You share power with the rest?
It's not perfect, but it's kept the peace. Most of the time.
Pardon me. This one has been listening. This one suspects you are a Prothean.
I remember your kind when you were still minnows in the ocean.
This one is unworthy. This one has seen the face of an enkindler.
They consider your kind to be their gods.
A pity we did not teach them to speak better.
You're really a Prothean?
I am.
But... if you lost the last war, what hope do we have?
For many, there may be no hope. The Reapers killed trillions in my cycle. The odds of being among...
I don't think that's gonna work.
But you are still alive now. That alone is a miracle. And you still have the power to fight. My people knew your kind when you were young. Turian, Asari, Hana. There was potential in all of you. Now you must seize that potential and become the weapon you are meant to be. The weapon that tells the Reapers we are not machines. We are alive, and we will fight back.
Thank you. That meant a lot. Commander Shepard, it must be an honor to have a Prothean fighting alongside you.
He's starting to learn his way around. Javik is one of the best soldiers I've ever seen.
The Commander is a capable warrior as well. For a human who once lived in caves. Thank you, Commander. I've enjoyed my time here, walking among the young. I will see you back on the Normandy.
Okay, well, I guess that was relatively short-lived of a stay for Javik on the Citadel, but that's fine. Oh, we also see Samara. How's she doing?
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
Alright, well, you know what? I think that's a pretty good spot to call it. We'll go ahead and finish some of these missions in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.